Hi, we're here with Cari Harris of Etc. And Cari, we'd like to talk a little bit about, first of all, what you do and what your business is all about.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me today, Carrie. I'm a personal stylist and I represent both busy women and busy men. The two brands that I work with directly are Carlisle, etc. And I work on the etc. side for the gals. And that's a luxury women's clothing, designer clothing brand. We create 4 collections a year and I sell in trunk show format. So what that means is my clients come get to see a complete collection that's been designed by our in-house design team. They send me a sample set from New York, and people get to touch and feel and try things on, and then they place an order with me. On the men's side, I work with a company called J. Hilburn. That's a little newer in my arsenal of uh, designer clothing. This is a made-to-measure custom design for men, and we work with business professionals, guys who are maybe millennials starting out in the workforce for the first time and they need to get their first suit, or they're, even if they're dressed more casually, we offer an array of different pieces that we can customize to their style, their taste, and their sizes. So that's a little about my business. What else can I tell you?
Well, let's go on to our first organization I want to talk about, the Alliance of Professional Women. And I believe you've been a member for a little over 5 years. And I wanted to find out how you first found out about them and what made you sign up and join the organization.
Yeah, I have been a member for, I think it's 5 years and 3 months. I started in 2014. And a longstanding member, Dana Lynch, had asked me over and over and over again. And finally, I agreed to go to a luncheon. I was a little wary at first because sometimes I think, or not that I think, but my experience has been that some of the organizations that I've joined haven't really panned out. And what I really liked about this particular organization was not only the networking aspects, but the philanthropic side. So I went to my first September luncheon. That's the major fundraising push that the Alliance Foundation provides their members and member guests in September. It's their one big fundraising push a year. And I went to one of those, and I don't know, I was instantly hooked. I got to listen to some of the recipients who uh, had experienced receiving some of the philanthropy that the women of this organization put together, and it was very moving. And there wasn't a dry eye in the house at that particular lunch, and it really caught my attention because it was, I think, what made our group different. But in addition to that, I've made some amazing friends, and there are a host of other events to participate in, whether it's our members mingle, or to get involved more actively by being a board member, or some of our after hour happy hours, things of that sort. So there's a lot of opportunity to kind of dive in and participate.
Well, you gave me a great segue because the Alliance of Professional Women's philanthropic arm is the Alliance Foundation. And in the past, we have had a September fundraising luncheon, and that's what you mentioned attending. This year, we are having a gala. It's the 25th anniversary of the Alliance Foundation, so it's very exciting for us. However, we have you as a sponsor again. So you have sponsored us for many of our fundraising luncheons, and you're also a sponsor for our 25th anniversary gala, Passport to Promise. Tell me a little bit about why that's meaningful to you.
Well, I think, as I mentioned earlier, it's, to listen to some of these stories, whether it's, women who are members of the Dolores Project, which they represent homeless women and transgender and non-identifying women. They provide a space for them to feel like they have a home. And we do great things in the community with other organizations like Girls on the Run and The Haven and New Legacy Charter School, where we're helping young women get back, into their educational pursuits. And if they have children and they need to get their GEDs. So we're sort of running the gamut as far as the different organizations that, one person could get involved in. And I think it would be very hard to organize and commit to those things as an individual, but the APW does such a great job, and the Alliance Foundation does such a great job of providing those organizations for people to be exposed to. And that for me is what really kind of drew me in. Yeah, and I'm excited about the gala this year. It is 25 years of amazing work being done by all of these fabulous men and women.
Well, I look forward to seeing you at the gala, and as a fashionista and clothing consultant, I imagine that you have a spectacular gown picked out.
I hope so. I mean, amongst all of the other amazing participants, I'm sure we'll all be dressed fabulously, and I can't wait to see everybody, sporting whatever it is that they choose to wear.
Well, we will see you on September 20th at 6:30 at the Cable Center for the Foundation's Gala. Thanks very much, Cari.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.